Grand Rising. Welcome to the Sacred Sista Circle. I am Lady Jesaira, and thank you for choosing to meditate with me today. I am your facilitator, oracle, intuitive guide, and the founder of the Sacred Sista Circle. Welcome, welcome. Glad to be back this morning. Glad to be back in community. And as you come into the space, if you don't mind just saying, hey, I'm here, that will be great. I'll give folks a few moments to come into the space. And do me a favor, please like and share this meditation, particularly this morning, if you don't mind. Before we get started in today's meditation, I just kind of want to share some things that's on my mind and also acknowledge what's happening in the cosmos. Greetings once again, greetings once again. Sometimes you don't know how much your body needs rest. And so thank you all so much for being patient the last 2 weeks. I had a lot of things going on that I had to prepare for and did not realize how much my body needed to reset and to pause. And I want to encourage us to pay attention to our bodies and not to push ourselves beyond the limit, because our bodies not only keeps the score, as a lot of times people say, and it's a book out about it, but our bodies also serve as a guide to let us know what we need emotionally, physically, psychologically. And so I want to encourage us to listen to our bodies. Okay. So this morning, today's meditation is going to be centered around the law of surrender. I did a teaching in a community last week about the various laws of manifestation, and I shared in that teaching that one of my main law, the main law that I kind of anchor myself in as it pertains to manifestation, is the law of surrender. And that law of surrender is about releasing the need to control the outcome or to figure things out. And it's really centered around leaning into your divine feminine and not worrying and not being stressed. So the law of divine surrender is something I want to guide us in a meditation around that. Now, here's what's so significant. I love how when I have these inspirations, I get confirmation in the earth realm, and then I also get confirmation when I look at the celestial beings and bodies. So today I wanted to look at the chart of the moment. So what's happening in the planets and the what's happening from an astrological perspective. And today is Tuesday, which is known as Mars Day, right? The day of action. But Spirit began to deal with me differently about action and began to say, take action differently. Take action differently. So, well, what do you mean by that? So, looked at the chart for today, and today, right now, we have um, the moon and Mars that is sitting in Virgo. It's very interesting because Virgo is a practical sign. It's an earth sign. And sometimes when it comes to that energy, you can really, really get in your head. But I think it's interesting that it's married with that moon, Mars, and moon in Virgo, which says that there is an intuitive way and approach to getting things done. So why is this significant? Because you have the Mars and moon that represents a masculine and feminine energy that must work together at this time to manifest. So I thought it was interesting that this ties into the law of surrender, that for me, that leaning into the release, leaning into my intuition and need for control is where I posture myself best to get things done. Okay. So I want to offer that to you all as we go into the meditation. And typically I don't um, try to, put onto participants the things that I'm doing in my own personal practice, but I was led to do this. Now, the other thing that happened yesterday was I saw a rabbit. The rabbit looked at me. I was getting in the car, getting ready to go. I had an appointment, saw the rabbit. The rabbit looked at me, paused. When I attempted to take a picture, it scurried away. But I know that rabbits represent a feminine, intuitive curiosity energy. So I was very clear what was happening. And as I reflected on the law of surrender once again, like, wow, this is all around me. That when it comes to manifestation, I must trust my intuition. I must trust being present. And I also must understand that everything isn't meant to be understood by everybody. What do I mean by that? The rabbit scurried on. It wasn't meant for me to capture, because I tried to capture and take a picture of it, and it wasn't meant. It was only meant for me to be present in the moment. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to do this meditation around the law of surrender. And it's really activating our divine feminine and our need to release control. All right. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to get ready, to prepare your space. I actually have seashells that I'm going to be meditating with today that come from Dolphin Island uh, in Alabama. And anyone who knows, seashells also represent the divine feminine, intuition, flow. So this is all around me today, and I just want to impart this to you all today, if that's okay. All right. So let me know when you're ready. I have my seashells, and I have a green candle, my love candle that's burning. So when you're ready, just hit ready or type ready in the chat. Good morning, Miss Pat. Good morning, Dr. Erica. Good morning. Good morning. I'm sorry I didn't greet you all initially, but let me know when you're ready. Whoever else is here, and we'll get started. Good morning, Angela. Greetings. Okay. She's ready. I want to encourage you to come back and listen to the beginning of what I explained. Ready? Okay. Hopefully the music is just right. Let me know if that is too. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, great. So let us begin to settle into a comfortable position. Make sure in this space and in this moment you feel held. Make sure you feel held, supported. And as you sit or lie down, just begin to feel the support under your spine. Neither you begin to slowly close your eyes or take a low gaze looking down at your nose, but just bring yourself into presence here and now. And I invite you to place one hand, your right hand, over your heart and your left hand on your lower belly, your womb, that area, and just begin to breathe into permission. Taking a deep breath in through your nose and sighing it out of your mouth. You're breathing into permission. Once again, inhale deeply and exhale slowly. One more inhale and exhale. Letting your shoulders melt with each breath, allowing yourself to drop deeper into presence, the here and now. And maybe you begin to whisper to yourself inwardly or aloud, I breathe into permission. I give myself permission to let go. I do not have to carry it all. And just settle yourself in that energy now. Now let's begin to move into anchoring your body by scanning your body from the crown of your head all the way down to your toes. And I invite you to notice any area in your body that you're gripping or attempting to hold on to, you're bracing or resisting. Begin to notice it and gently use your breath to soften each part. Anchoring your body. You're supported here. You're rooted here. With every exhale, allowing the tension and the resistance to flee. I invite you to take a moment and just focus on your womb space. That's that divine feminine center. And just focus there, the place where your ancestors birthed not only life, but it's also the center of wisdom. And begin to ask yourself softly, where am I trying to control the uncontrollable? Where am I holding what I could surrender? And allow the answer to come up, to flow up naturally without any judgment. Notice and observe. Notice and observe. Now I invite you to begin to embody this surrender. With your imagination, begin to visualize a river. This river is wide and warm. It's golden. It's flowing through a lush, green valley. And you, my love, are resting in this river. And you are completely supported. You are completely safe. Each worry, each attachment, each what if becomes a leaf that is falling gently into the water, and it's being carried away without any resistance. See it going away and feel the river holding you. And begin to repeat this from within. I release what is not mine to hold. I trust the unfolding. I trust the unknown. Allow those affirmations to fill that divine feminine center space as you're supported in this river. Just feel it, embody it. Notice what surrender feels like and where it may be taking place in your body. Notice it. I trust the unfolding. I trust the unknown. My surrender is about trust. In my surrender, I am becoming. I trust the unknown. And as you rest in the current of this river, begin to feel this new energy rise within, this rebirth through surrender, this deep inner knowing that surrender is not giving up, but it is rising in trust. You, my love, are co-creating with life. And begin to visualize yourself standing at this riverbank, radiant, peaceful, powerful, conditioned now to manifest. And the river smiles back at you, nodding with deep reverence. She is you, beyond the struggle. So take one more breath with her, heart to heart. And you can either choose to say aloud or inwardly, I am safe to surrender. I trust divine timing and divine care. In my softness, I am powerful. Oh God, we root this meditation in love, truth, freedom, and wisdom. We seal it. Amen. Ashe. So it is. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, stretching out your arms, your legs, embracing this new energy, and slowly, slowly begin to open your eyes. We are now conditioned to manifest into being. And I want to just kind of forewarn you of any burnout and any overly emotional responses to things beyond your control. Because as I started, I said that Mars and the moon is sitting in Virgo. So I invite you to return to this meditation because there's going to be a temptation to try to put your hands in it. And I'm referring to situations, I'm referring to relationships, I'm referring to business, I'm referring to your money, I'm referring to your health, I'm referring to everything at this point and in this time, in this energy. Whatever action that you take today, let that action come from a place of surrender and a place of knowing. And may the spirit of the rabbit, who is intuitive, curious, who is light, may that serve as the confirmation, the foundation, and the grounding that you need, particularly over the next 7 days. Protect your emotional space. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Okay? Please let me know in the chat how this meditation felt for you. If this was timely, if this was helpful. You know, in the chat. Thank you, as always, for joining and being in community with me. Great. I see your comment, Angela. That's great. Thank you for those who donate each week. I don't take you for granted. Thank you. Blessings upon you. Yes, the Virgo active energy. Yep. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. I encourage you to come back. And I also encourage you to share it. And let me say this one last thing. I think that as women, and I can only speak as a Black woman, that's my lived experience, that we're conditioned to step in and fix it. And we've even allowed people to put us in a position where that idea and conditioning is imposed upon us. But the harm that it does to us, to our bodies, to our voice, to our ability to discern what's good for us, it comes in and it sabotages all of that. So I'm encouraging you not to be quick to jump, to put the fire out. Let it burn. Let it burn. And when you move, only move from a place of intuition, your divine feminine. Position yourself to receive only. I know I'm challenging somebody, but position yourself to receive only. If someone asks you, do you need X, Y, and Z? For the next 7 days, say yes. Do you need me to do X, Y? Yes, I do. And become a yes to receiving. Let that be the action that is different over the next 7 days. I hope that makes sense. And I'm not just talking to women, I'm also talking to men, because once again, got the masculine and the feminine energy that's dancing together in Virgo. Okay? All right, I love y'all deeply. And thank you once again for joining me this morning. And I'll see you all next week, Tuesday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and invite others to come into the space. I really would love to. This is my gift and seed to the collective, and I love to meditate. So thank you all. Peace and blessings, and see you next time. Bye-bye.